Hey Haunters, it's Liam here with another video for you. Today I'm going to show you how to make a home haunted flashlight. You may have seen out there's a bunch of different haunted flashlight options, or maybe not a bunch, but at least a few. The flashlight will, flicker or do different things along the way depending on, what room you enter or what's going on in the haunt. And I wanted to figure out a way that I could bring that effect to my haunt potentially, without having to spend, a whole ton of money on it. Typically, those flashlights are built for, really professional haunts. They're super solid. They're going to stand up to, multiple seasons of guest abuse. But for me, I'm open one or two nights a year, maybe a few hundred people throughout the year. So I don't need anything that crazy. And also, spending the money on that would pretty much kill my haunt budget for the year. So wanted to figure out a way that I could bring that effect to my haunt at a more affordable level, and thought this would benefit you guys too. So I'm actually going to change the focus so that you can see the contraption itself, what I'm using, and I'll talk to you a little bit about what I'm doing and how I got here. So what I have here and what I'm using for my haunted flashlight is actually, it starts with a bracelet from BlinkFX. I'll post the link to their website in the notes for this video. And all it is a bracelet with a circuit board in it, a couple of LEDs attached. And what it does is it accepts an infrared signal from this nice little emitter right here. This just has some infrared LEDs on it, and it is connected through the audio port to my iPhone or whatever device you may have. This one's powered off just a 9-volt battery. You can just plug it right in. So it makes it nice and portable. Of course, it'll take 9-volt wall wart if you want to do that as well. So what this allows me to do is to change the color of these LEDs using an app on my phone, or whatever device you want to use. There are different macros that are included too, so I can do like a blink if I want to. I can do what I really like is a candle flicker, and you can of course do that at whatever color you want. You've probably seen similar technology, either if you've been to a concert that has like this type of wristband that might change with the show. They can control it through infrared. Same thing. Also at Disney parks, they have glow with the show mouse ears and other random items that you can buy that'll glow along with whatever show you're watching. Very similar technology. It's basically infrared DMX, which is what this is doing too. So the nice thing here is that you can actually get a set of 5 bracelets and an emitter from BlinkFX for like $180 plus tax and shipping. The other option, if you don't want to go through this process that I'm going to show you right now, is you can actually buy the true Gantom Torch from FrightProps. Or I'm sorry, FrightProps, not FrightFX, it's FrightProps. They actually sell the Gantom Torch as well as emitters. They also sell a DIY kit. So if you actually want to DIY your flashlights without having to actually like tear things apart like I'm going to show you right here, you can order that too, and it's actually really reasonable. I think it's like $20 for a DIY kit, and then about $150 for the emitter. So very reasonable price. I think it's kind of the top of the home haunt budget, but it's a really cool effect. Plus you don't need to buy any lights for your haunt. So something to think about. But I'm going to show you how I did it. Again, just using this bracelet and just a cheesy off-the-shelf flashlight that I bought. So again, this just goes through this app on my phone. I can basically do whatever I want to change the effect and the color of these lights here. What I did to make the flashlight itself, which I'll show you in just a second, is that these bracelets actually have 4 little screws here, and they're little tiny screws. You pull those screws out and you can pull the whole thing apart. And what this bracelet has in it is this. It's a nice little fully contained circuit board. It's got 3 LEDs this one on the front and then the two on the back. Typically this runs from two just small lithium batteries that are actually right in the bracelet. But I wanted to take this and take what was in the bracelet and make a flashlight out of it. So what I did is, again, I just pulled the circuit board out. I'm powering it through a couple of batteries. I actually need 4 AA's because it actually wants 6 volts, but it runs off 3 just fine. And this is what I had lying around, so here we are. And it's running the same way that the bracelet is. So my master plan here, like I said, this doesn't have to be anything crazy. I just threw this into a flashlight enclosure. So I took this, Energizer flashlight that I had lying around, took the lens out. So this is just the lens. Whoops. There we go. Hey, let's get it in the shot. Great. This is just the lens from the flashlight. I pulled the bulb out, hot glued the circuit board to the reflector, and then just connected the wires. Pop those wires in here, and then screw on the face, screw on the lens, and now we've got this nice, super basic haunted home haunt flashlight. And so I can control this flashlight from the emitter. I can have multiple emitters. I can have one like outside the haunt that just sets the flashlight to, regular white with no blinking. And then, maybe once you walk into your first room, you have another emitter in there that makes it flicker. You can make it turn off if you want to. You can basically do whatever you want with this cool flashlight. You can dim as well. So if I want to, turn it all the way off, I can do that. If I want to dim the light, I can do that. Basically, I can make it do whatever I want to, and I can make it do different things in different rooms if I have an emitter in each room. So I think it's a really cool effect. Not sure if I mentioned this, but I got to go through a haunt that actually used just those Gantom torches. It was fully blacked out. It was super cool. I don't really get scared in haunts, and this was the exception to the rule. My theory is that it's very much like walking through your own haunt late at night with just a flashlight when you're kind of shutting things down. And thinking about, what might jump out at you. It was basically that experience, and stuff actually jumps out at you. So, really cool effect. And like I said, kind of the top of your maybe home haunt budget, but I think it brings a really cool effect and a really cool technology to your haunt at a pretty reasonable price point. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to build more flashlights. And actually, I have built another flashlight that I'm going to show you in another video that actually uses the built-in LED of that flashlight rather than using this sort of somewhat weaker LED that's on the board itself. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I'm excited about trying it out in my haunt at some point. Not sure it's going to happen this year, but at some time I kind of like to figure these things out and then kind of have them waiting in my back pocket when I need them. So hope that's helpful for you. Hope you guys are building out your haunts. It is getting to be that time of year. Hope things are going well, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate your comments and your likes. It's great to see the community building. I'll try to put up some more videos as the season goes on. So thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.